what you get and what you see. Things that don't come easily. Feeling the pain, my pain. Icicles within my brain. Cocaine. Fuck, it's cold out here, bro. Cut! Welcome to 5 Frozen Minutes with the Pharaoh. Well, we're out here on Long Island, and it is, I think, about 18 degrees right now. This blows. Brutal weather lately. I hate it. Anyway, I want to talk about something very different this week, because something very different did happen this week. I want to talk about intergender wrestling. And Vince McMahon slowly breaking the ice. Testing the waters. Will we accept intergender wrestling in the WWE? Well, looks like this week Nia Jax has made her presence felt by crashing the Royal Rumble, trashing R-Truth. I told you R-Truth would not get into that Royal Rumble. I knew it would not happen. Jumps R-Truth and gets herself into that Rumble. Does me and the Bartman and many others a favor and tosses Mustafa Ali the hell out of that Rumble. Thank you, see you later, bye. That was awesome. And then proceeds to get her, the tar kicked out of her, pretty much. Now you forgive me if I'm bouncing around a little, I'm freezing. Just deal with it, folks. You know, the RKO was fantastic, I love that. It's interesting how Vince broke the ice with this because traditionally, as we are in society, especially nowadays, not that it was ever correct to be this way, okay, folks? But, usually violence on women is pretty much frowned upon, folks, let's face it. I found it interesting that he found a way to make Nia the villain because of her size. I don't think you could have done this with too many others, honestly, in the division. But because of her size, and because of the fact that she was cheap shotting left and right and basically like daring the men to screw with her, this made it kind of okay, you know what I mean? So there goes Vince, go ahead, hit her with the RKO, give her this, give her that, you know, toss her ass out. Good stuff. Somehow that worked. I was really into that. Do I think intergender wrestling can work as a whole? That's the question. That's an interesting question. Do we want to see Nia Jax versus Randy Orton? I mean, wow, I don't even know if I have an answer right now. How about that for improv, folks? I mean, you're getting something here live here. I have no clue. Do you want to see that? Oh, cameraman Bart? I don't know. Yeah, why not? That'd be pretty cool. Let them kill each other, right? So I guess it depends on the situation. I guess it depends on the matchup. Charlotte Flair versus Dean Ambrose? Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay, sure, why not? If you do it the right way, I could go for it. Dean basically going up and going, I got no respect for you or daddy. Yeah, okay, all right. And then, you know, a big fat woo and a slap, all right. You never know. We may be heading in that direction, folks, I'm not sure. So there it is, the Pharaoh's warped take on intergender wrestling. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I'm actually intrigued. Let's see where it goes. Now, if I can bitch to the side on something else, and I did touch upon this on Monte and the Pharaoh this week. What a week for Monte and the Pharaoh, by the way. I mean, oh my God, I can't even get my words out. Marty Jannetty, Shane Douglas, just so much stuff going on in the studio, great stuff. But I have to get this out again. My man Nakamura got to leave. He's got to leave. He's got to go back to Japan. Last summer, was it even last summer? When Nakamura faced the previous SummerSlam, when Nakamura faced Jinder Mahal, I was there with Bartman, and you know, I had followed Nakamura since the New Japan days. I was very, very unhappy that he did the job for Jinder Mahal, who a year later was relegated to, you know, back to being Jinder that we kind of knew. He's not taken seriously anymore, and I thought that Jinder, to his credit, was a pretty good champion. He played his role well. He was hated, and he played his role well. But the bottom line is that Nakamura putting him over resulted almost in nothing in the end, because Jinder didn't sustain, and Nakamura's legacy got a stain. You know, so losing the R-Truth to me, go home, Shinsuke. Go back to New Japan. That's really where you belong. And keep your eyes out, folks, because there's all sorts of crap going on with free agents and people wanting to leave. And AEW might actually be that company that makes that noise and brings in those guys. Now I'm hearing Dolph Ziggler is leaving. I don't know what's going on. The whole thing with Dean Ambrose could be a work. It could not be a work. Dean Ambrose does hold value to this company in many ways, being a member of the Shield. His wife is Renee Young, the first women color commentator on the show's history. You know, there's a lot of tricky things going on here with that situation. So we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, before I turn into an icicle, I would like to say thank you for joining us for this week's frozen edition of 5 Minutes with the very frigid Pharaoh. And we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hey, wait a minute. Is that trademarked? Later.
My nipples are frozen.